Hey subbies, I am super excited to do the will not book tag that was created by Minx Laura. I'm going to include the questions in the description box down below, and anyone who wants to participate in this will not book tag can do so and enjoy answering the questions and sharing their responses. Let's get into this will not book tag. A controversial author you will not read. For me, that would be Alex Michaelides, the author of The Silent Patient, because that book just did not capture my interest in any way, shape, or form, and I found the writing to be very droning. It wasn't something that would capture and keep my interest from chapter to chapter, let alone cover to cover. A controversial author you will read. That would be Kathy Glass. She is a foster carer, and she shares her stories about caring for children there that she has fostered, and her stories are absolutely amazing. I've read almost all of them, and I always look forward to the new ones when they are released. A book genre you will read. Fiction, because it is something that an author really can immerse themselves in and really get you to believe, see, think, and feel what they're wanting you to based on the characters, the situations the characters go through, and the resolutions that the characters find to solving the situations that they find themselves in. That truly is a work of art, to be able to keep someone glued chapter to chapter, cover to cover, because of their writing style, the characters that they create, and the problems that arise between these characters and their environments and themselves. A book genre you will not read. History, because I've never found it to be very interesting, and I just didn't want to be reading something that was a genre that I was forced to read when I was in school. I wouldn't want to read it as a genre of choice when I'm looking for the next genre or book to read. A book-related item you will purchase. Reading lights, because they're very helpful, especially if you're in bed and you're not wanting to disturb others, or if you're a passenger in a car and you want to enjoy reading while it's nighttime. These reading lights can be a perfect solution. A book-related item you will not purchase. Bookmarks, because my local library gives away bookmarks, and I see it absolutely silly to be buying bookmarks when there are places such as libraries that will give away bookmarks for free. A popular book I will read. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, because he did absolutely phenomenal in creating these characters, creating the emotions that you feel when reading these characters' stories, especially when it comes to the cancer diagnosis that Hazel Grace Lancaster and Augustus Waters both have. It is absolutely heartbreaking, and I really enjoyed reading it because I really did feel for these characters and the struggles that they were going through. That it really does make it even that much more bearable and hopeful for these characters when they have one another to rely on, because they're going through the same situations. A popular book I will not read is Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage. And I didn't understand how something like that topic of the book of just a child being very evil could make for a very lengthy story that would have substance to it, which I was very disappointed that it just would flip-flop from the different perspectives, which can make books like that very challenging to keep up with, and it created a very choppy reading experience for me, which I didn't enjoy. Booktubers you will watch. Minx Laura, Wacky World, because she is an absolutely wonderful friend and she shares some wonderful library hauls, days in the life, and her reading wrap-ups of books that she's read throughout the month. She is an absolutely wonderful content creator, and if you haven't yet checked her out, I highly suggest that you do. And another author slash YouTuber that enjoys reading, that I really enjoy watching their videos, is Reading with Asha. She does some phenomenal content when it comes to sharing the hauls that she gets when she goes to bookstores. She had recently done one when she went to Books A Million, and she does some equally amazing reading wrap-ups as well throughout the months, and I really enjoy watching her content, and I look forward to the new videos that she creates. Booktubers that I will not watch. I haven't watched all that many booktubers, so I haven't found any yet that I will not watch. Bookstore I will buy from. Half-price books, because their books are very reasonably priced and they do have a vast selection of books from different genres, makes for a very enjoyable browsing experience. Bookstores I will not buy from. Barnes & Noble, because of just how expensive a lot of their books are, that I couldn't justify spending the prices that I've seen in that bookstore for paperback or hardcover books. Something I will use to mark my page in a book is a bookmark, because they are made to mark your pages in a book, and it keeps the book in nice condition, and it also makes reading a lot more enjoyable because of how they have so many different designs for bookmarks. It makes it a really enjoyable experience to look forward to picking up the book again. Excuse me. Something I will not use to mark my book is when you dog-ear the pages, which is bending the corners of the pages of the book to mark your place. I won't do that because that's damaging to a book, and you want a book to last for years and years and be able to be shared with future generations, and for it to look as nice as it did when you had first received the book. A place I will read is in bed, because it's just very comfortable and you can have it set up to be a very cozy place with warm blankets and comfy pillows, so it can be very easy to lose yourself in a book for hours. A place that I will not read is in the bath, because it is very easy to damage the book if it slips and then it gets water damage, and it's not worth it reading books in dangerous situations that could be dangerous for the book or the person. A film based on a book that I will watch is Matilda, because they did very well adapting the book to movie, and it was really interesting to see Danny DeVito star, produce, and narrate this absolute masterpiece that is a favorite of mine that I will watch a few times a month, because it is just such an amazing story. A film based on a book that I will not watch is the Lord of the Rings series, just because I never found it very interesting, and especially with longer books, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to have all the detail that is in the book translate well enough into the film adaptations without feeling incomplete. A person I will loan a book to is Minx Laura, because I know that she'd treat books with caring and respect, because she loves books just as much as I do. A person I will not loan a book to is any of my exes, because they don't treat things with the kindness and respect, so they definitely wouldn't be receiving any books to read from me. A book format I will read are physical books, just because they're very easy to take places, especially if you're waiting in a long line or if you're on a plane or on a road trip. It's so much easier to be able to have a physical book with you, especially with a lot of them being able to fit into purses or bags. It just makes for a very enjoyable experience compared to having a reading tablet with you, which you always need to keep charged, which can be very inconvenient at times if you're not somewhere where you can charge it. A book format I will not read would be audiobooks, just because I found with audiobooks, the narrators that have narrated audiobooks can really detract from the experience, where they don't give the characters personality, and it can really just make for a very unenjoyable experience when you're relying on them to really make the story interesting, engaging, and to have you be compelled to listen. I really hope that you enjoyed this will not book tag that Minx created, that I am super glad that I got to answer the questions for. I'm going to be linking the questions in the description box down below, so anyone that wants to take part in this will not book tag can gladly enjoy it just as much as I have. Let me know in the comments down below what your answers would be to this will not book tag. I'd love to know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my amazing, fantastic, wonderful, fun videos that I have to share. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I don't want you to miss out on any of them. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. My Instagram is Comedy Creation. I love to share library hauls, book reviews, and fantastic food photos. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is Comedy Addict. I love to play hashtag games, but what I love even more is being able to interact with each and every one of you incredibly inspirational individuals. Your tweets mean the world to me, and I treasure every one of them. The newest addition to my social media is my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Papa Apple. I share my newest YouTube videos on there as well as book reviews, so be sure to give the page a like. All of my social media can be found in the description box down below, and I'd love for you to follow me. I can't wait to see you in the next video, subbies. Until then, sensational smiles, go for miles. Be sure to subscribe and stay a while. See you in the next video. Bye, subbies.